it's done. It's finished. These 4 manufacturers produce 10 turbo motors a minute. And now it's all obsolete. So yeah, I just literally finished this setup and then Coffee Stain came with a new video.
We're gonna break your saves, yay! So the production line of bauxite refinement into aluminium ingots has changed. This will affect alumina solutions, aluminium scrap, and aluminium ingots. The next thing that's been affected is a turbo motor production line. Supercomputers and radio control units are going to be getting a bit of a change as well. If you if you have a late game factory, it's not really going to work anymore. I'm so sorry about that.
But you know, they are right. Currently, aluminium processing is very complex. We have all these refineries, and not just these. This is just one line of 5, because there are 2 more floors here. There's a floor here, and another floor here, with the same setup, just to produce 720 L-clad aluminum sheets per minute. So these refineries take bauxite and water, a lot of water, 100 per refinery, and they produce alumina solution and a little bit of silica. Now the silica is not that much of a problem. It is used later on in the production of the aluminium ingots, and you can of course sink it and mine the silica somewhere else. And over here is the other end of the production, more refineries, where the alumina solution comes in, and this produces scrap and water, and that water is sent back to the other refineries that produce the alumina solution. And the problem with water is you can't sink that. Well, you can, but then you have to package it first, and that will cost you plastic or steel or something to create the canisters. Now, I personally loved doing this. I liked building this setup and finding and tuning and tweaking and balancing it, but I get that it's probably too much. So I think it's a good decision by Coffee Stain to change this. And you know, it's early access, so we can expect changes like this. No problem. And I look forward to changing this and fixing it up after update 4. But I'm still gonna show you guys what I built. So over here in the desert we have the steel factory, and over here we have a factory producing wire, quick wire, normal wire, and also a bit of cable. It uses Caterium for that and efficient recipes. This is the copper factory, and over here we have a silica factory. Of all these factories I've published videos before, so you can watch these on my YouTube channel. Now down here, under this walkway, are all the belts sending the items to the main factory. And over here in the swamp area we mine all the bauxite and the water to create the alumina solution. I just showed you the inside of this factory. There's a train that brings the water and the bauxite into this factory. And there's another train that brings the alumina solution and the silica to the main factory and returns the water back here for processing. Now let's head into the main base and have a look at the floor that's going to be obsolete in the next update. So here we are on the floor where it all happens. This floor, all the items that I just described come in, and at the far end over there we're producing the turbo motors. So this line over here is the alumina solution processing. the alumina solution comes in through all these pipelines from the train stations just a few floors down. And we're creating the alumina scrap here. The alumina scrap then moves on to this production line, which needs the silica and the alumina scrap. And yeah, that's it. Alumina, scrap and silica to create the ingots. Then we have the next production line that combines the aluminum ingots with the copper ingots coming in from the desert into the alclad alumina sheets. And that's all this. And then we have a lot more processing going on over here. So we're creating the circuit boards on this island and on this island and on this island. So I've raised these assemblers so we can have one line underneath the assemblers and one line in front of them. Whoa, that launched me. So we have the copper and more silica coming in here to create circuit boards. The circuit boards are then moved on to the next processing line, which is for the high-speed connectors. Again, 3 islands for that. But now with manufacturers. The items coming in here and high-speed connectors coming out. Let's see, what do we do next? Then we have another line that takes the circuit boards and some other stuff. And that's this island. And that one for the computers. And I had to put that one over there because, well, I had planned it over here, but it wouldn't fit. But it fits over here, so no problem. So let's see an overview from here. If I can properly land. We can't see anything over here. That's better. So, in the end, we have all the items from here. That's all the items that come in from the desert area, from the back of the base. We actually have a staircase here in the back. So there we have it. That's the bridge where all the items are transported underneath. We can actually go up and down here in the factory as well, but we were looking at this area. This is a little stray production line for motors. Could have put this anywhere else because it requires stators and rotors. So these are coming in from the desert area as well. But the production for the motors, well, I had room here, so I put it here. So that's the motors. Over here we have supercomputers. 2 factory islands for that. And we're getting there. A huge line of belts with all the items required over here. So what are we producing over here? I don't even remember. AI limiters. And I normally have these in front of here, and I guess I forgot this for these, so we'll do it right now. AI limiters. Oh, I had some on me. Anyway, so that's an AI limiter line, and this is also an AI limiter line, right? Yep. So, right. Documented that as well. So that's the AI limiters, and over here we have the heat sinks, just one island. This takes the outlet sheets we create over there, combines it with copper, and we have our heat sinks. Then we have one more production line over here for the radio control units. Again, a single island, smashed right up there. And then we combine everything. The radio control units, the AI limiters, motors, and there's one more thing. Rotors or stators. What is this? This is a stator. And that combines into turbo motors. So we have 4 manufacturers. Each one can produce 2.5. I've underclocked them a little bit. They can produce 2.5 for each, so that's 10 turbo motors a minute. I have currently turned it off. Well, I have the sink here, but it's turned off. I have these lines going down to the storage area. This line goes to the sink for those huge tickets, because this is the most expensive item in the game with respect to the points that we get for tickets. So right now we have no power. So to see how many tickets we apparently need power. So let's look it up just for now and see. 685 coupons. Oh my god. Wow. So I have to take this offline again for the simple reason that I'm stockpiling the supercomputers and the radio control units right now. So if this is running, we don't have as many of these items to put in all these bins. So on the Coffee Stain Studio videos, they said that we should stockpile radio control units and supercomputers. So I have 2 bins downstairs in the warehouse area. I have 3 more bins right here. So 5 full bins of all these items. I hope that's enough stockpile. So that's about all I have to show. Here's another bird's eye view of this floor. All the production happening right here, and most of it, well, it's gonna change at some point. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.